Evening all. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Very rushed setup tonight, and since I've got no dads to talk to, I'll be talking to myself. If you can hear me, just throw a comment up. Change the 5 to a 6. It was a rush, Corey, mate, and I was cracking eggs all over the place. I thought I'd have enough time to get this thing rolling, but can't hear you. Thanks, Manny. Evening, everybody. Very, very wild year for hatching snakes once again. Daz is away on holidays. Lucky boy, but I did have last week off and he suffered, so this week I shall suffer and he shall enjoy some time off. So just me tonight. We've got a couple of clutches, and these are my last two, so it was kind of them to hit both at the same time. I was a bit worried about this zebra pepper clutch. One of them was out late last night, and I thought by the time I get home today, they will be scattered everywhere in the tub. But they have held up fairly well, so we can get straight into that one. And then there's a little Antaresia clutch not far after that's got some Steve Carruthers stuff in it that I'm still desperately trying to see some of the magic that he produces in those mosaic lines. So we'll see what magic we can do. Get these comments rolling. I'm going to try and read comments and cut eggs and do everything, so it could be a little bit wild tonight. It was in there. Going, mate. Kevin, g'day, mate. Tezza, long time no see. How you going? Trent, g'day, mate. Mr. Venom Staff, how are you, mate? You'd be the same, swimming in hatchies right now, I'd imagine, and starting to feel that pressure of there's expos in a month, and it's all about to begin again. So, hi, Shirley. Shouldn't look off work to work harder. Some stupid idea like that. Yes, come home, do more work. Yeah, Corey, you'll need some magic tonight. Head to head's always tough. You know, albino visual English pairing would have been a whole lot easier, but doing it the hard way with zebra double het pepper albino to a proven girl caramel jag double het pepper albino. She's a monster. This is a pretty big clutch too. It's about 20 something. Quite a few went a bit poo, which doesn't help the odds much. So we'll see what we can find. Adam's family, g'day, mate. How are you? Well, let's just crack open this other camera and we'll get going. Hi, Denny. How are you? Just boy tonight. The other boy missing. He's gone on holidays. Let's swap this one over here. So I think there was about 20-ish eggs in this, and the first one out was that one that I posted up in the might be move the microphone down, might help. In the picture earlier, it was a very good start. I think it was this one. Definitely those crazy red eyes that we like to see in the pepper clutches. So pretty sure this was the first of them. That's the one. Not a bad start at all. He has got his sack semi-wrapped around himself. Not the best position, really. Just try and move that one down. Hopefully that sack is going to disconnect easy enough from the egg. He was the first one out, so he's 24 hours in the egg. I don't think he'll have too much trouble getting that sack off. But from his head, that was the picture in the post. It was a very, very wild-looking setup for maybe just albino pepper jag. But I have no idea what the zebra influence will do to these, as far as in the pattern, in the head pattern or the body pattern. I've seen Sharpie Boy hatched out some albino pepper zebras already. I didn't really At first, I couldn't really tell what the difference was, but then if you look in the sides of them, it's a much more broken up zebra-y sort of pattern down the sides. So there is a noticeable difference there. This thing, I have no idea. Maybe just albino pepper, but I don't know how we're going to tell with the Jaguar mixed in, whether the zebra Jaguar version mixed in is going to be easier or harder to tell. But I guess when it's fully out of the egg, we'll get a bit better idea on what it looks like and what it's going to colour up like. But from a head pairing, happy to see that one. That's one of the tougher ones to crack for as far as the combo list. Hey Samuel, yeah mate, Albino Pepper Jag, very possible. This one very zebra-ish. Still a little bit wet, that one, but it had slid itself. It was ready to go. Zebra Jaguar. A bit of dorsal striping down on the back end there. Nice caramel in the mix too. I could see your head, would it help? Maybe not. Fine, I'll leave it alone. Still a bit of absorbing to go on that one. Yeah, Danny, I reckon lazy bugger. He could have just sat there and just talked like a professional talker that he is. But no, he's actually out tonight, so he says he'd rather be here cutting eggs. So I don't know where he's going. But everyone loves cutting eggs though, so it's always hard to give up egg cutting for other things. That's a nice zebra jag pattern. Nice and light. I think the MD colour mixing into that stuff, they got that bluish tinge on their head that we see in MDs sometimes. You see it a lot in ghosts and xanthics as well. Definitely no xanthic in this line, but that's typical of some of the MDs. You see that in the pepper sometimes. But a nice zebra jaguar. Nice clean colour. Definitely going to run out of paper towel, I feel. Stands, birds and reptiles. How you going, mate? Does this heat affect your snake rooms, and what do you do to keep it from getting hot? I have automatic aircon. You might hear it in the background here, but I have a controller in this room that's set to turn on at 31.5 and turns itself off when the room gets back down to 26. So it's fully automated. I don't have to worry about it. I don't stress about it. It just does the job, and it often sits there and turns on and turns off non-stop all day, which is fine. But it's just where the incubator lives. It's the most important part. So it's a nice little caramel jag. Lovely caramel colours. So you don't want to stress about things with live animals that you forget to turn something on or turn something off or do something. So yeah, it probably costs a bit of money. That aircon runs anytime it's over 31.5, but I just know this room, nothing ever overheats. So it's the price of playing the game, I suppose. You have the setup so it's stress free. I used to not have that, and you'd be panicking every time there was a hot day. Turning off all heat, the night before to keep things under control, and still hoping that you get no damage to eggs if they get up high up in temps. Oh, that is cool. That has the magic black eye. It's got a piece of egg stuck on this side. How did you get egg on your eye, stupid? Fine. But that with black solid eyes. Show me your head. It's the problem I just don't know what's going to be Pepper Jaguar and what's going to be Pepper Zebra Jaguar. We'll see more of the pattern out later on, but certainly the black eyes is a good sign that it's got certainly got pepper magic in there somewhere. So I give anyone a tip if these New South Wales people, there's some stinking shitty hot days rolling in the rest of this week to Saturday. In my adult room, I have aircon in there, but it's just manually operated. But I'm not too stressed with the adult side of things. They can handle the heat much better than nothing in our rooms. You know, everything in there is at least 2 years old generally, so they're easier to handle when I just basically turn off all the heat. So come tomorrow night, I'd say I will just shut that room down for heat. There's no point heating it up for it to get to peak levels and then be over hot all day. So I just shut it all down and it'll be fine without heat for a few days, because that room will probably get close to 40. If it does get stupid numbers over 40, I will flick the air on in there and just try and keep it under control a little bit. From too hot, and really too hot on adults is not a real big issue unless we're talking very extended times, you know, and over 3 days, yes, that's too long. So if it's just a day, it's not that big of an issue. But if we're looking like seeing big temps for days and not much relief at night time, then I would certainly like to give them a little bit of downtime away from that heat. This just looks like a caramel jag. Can't quite see those out. Just normal silver jag eyes in that. Again, nice clean pattern. It's interesting to see how the Murray mixes in with. See some of the Murray jags with awesome colours and patterns. To see how that mixes into some of the, obviously bring in some Darwood blood from the albino side. What's a mess. There's a couple of dodgy eggs up the back here that I really. This one is okay. I'm not sure about the other ones. A couple of them have got that rubber feeling that it's just going to be a stinky ball of things inside I don't want to play with. This one's very well absorbed. It's a nice little caramel. Straight up caramel, which I still love a lot. One of my favourite genes, the good old caramel, or hypo as people call it these days. Straight up here. This thing I'm not so sure about. It might be alright, it's still fairly soft. Branca, g'day. Looking good now. There's a couple of crackers out there early, which is always nice to get some of the big powerhouse combos early in the clutch, so you're not sweating on every last egg trying to pull off the miracle at the last minute. Yeah, this doesn't look good. I didn't think this one felt right, and that is a non-runner. You can see this, and they're basically uncoloured. The colouring up pattern-wise is one of the last things to develop, so I'd say that one's died fairly late term. It's quite large, and it's filled up the egg a fair bit, but just didn't quite make it all the way. Joshua, g'day mate, first egg cutting. How are you, mate? Normally there's two of us here rattling on too, a bit more interactive with the crowd, so sorry mate, you'll just have to listen to me babbling on tonight and do my best to try and keep it all together. It's always the best time of year, the egg cuts though. It's the most exciting time. This one definitely feels like a ball of rubber, which generally has nothing good inside. But we'll have a little peek for fun. Yep, that was something very cool in the zebra. You can see that one's actually got a little bit of zebra patterning started to form up, and then it's failed to go the distance. Probably in the last week that thing's fallen off, and for whatever reason, there's lots of things that can see them not make it to the finish line. I've seen them strangle themselves, cords stuck on things. Just nature does some stuff sometimes. It's not perfect, and I guess that's why we see large clutches sometimes, because they are just designed not all to make it. Matty Trabs, did you get kicked from TT? I get kicked from most places I go, mate. It's pretty good. Mr. Meniz, hello, mate. Set your camera to autofocus. I have it on autofocus, yet I am not great at flying it regardless. Little square box behind the screen. Just hold what you want to focus on. Yeah, I've got to change setup. The way the camera is away from me, pointing back at me. I need to probably make it like a normal camera in front of me would be good. I need lessons, mate. Come to New South Wales, Mr. Studio Master. Camera looks awesome. Jag, no, Jag to Jags, mate. There's those things are not loosies. They are just things that haven't fully gone the distance and died. This one was Zebra double hip Pepper Albino to Caramel Jag. So just one Jag on the side. This one feels a bit shitty, this egg, but it's actually all right. You can see it's very, very dried up and mushy on the inside. It's albino zebra of some sort. That mush inside there worries me. It's very dried up. This thing's actually alive or not? I would probably say not. Not looking so good for that one, but that one was going to be something very nice, but I think that's the last of the pretty scungy looking ones anyway. The rest all look pretty good, so. Samuel explained to Lucy, yeah. I was saying, mate, no Lucy's here. Just one Jag component only. Yeah, definitely no veins, mate. He's kaput. It's very dry inside too, which is never a good sign when you crack one of these things open. This egg is the last of the semi-shitty ones, but oh, g'day, mate. He's fine and well. Just get rid of that sack off the rest of his head. Are you okay, mate? Very small head, very odd shaped head as well. Pepper Jag, not entirely certain it's unhook some of this mess off it. You might be alright. Yeah, he's alive. He's a runner. Just a lot of blood in those things. Sometimes best to leave him back in the setup for a day or so. Not entirely certain that one is all that wonderful state either. We should be down to the smooth sailing stuff from here, I think. That's most of the weird ones out of the way. Pay for a flight. I'll have to come and do some hustler party time again, you reckon? Danny had one, I thought it was dead. Discard pile and a head popped out. That's happened to me plenty, don't worry. There's some eggs that I sometimes feel like I just don't even bother, want to cut open and smell the filth that comes out of some of them. And inside are a legit runner, so it definitely pays to have a look, because sometimes the eggs certainly are in very poor condition, but still have decent hatchlings inside. The white does not work well with the camera. That's a nice little MD Jaguar. Plain eyes. Sometimes some stunning colours come out in the MD Jag line. Stay in there a bit longer, mate. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to go. This one's semi ready for action. I would like just an albino pepper zebra, would be fantastic. If the gods can organise that in one of these eggs, would be nice. And a little caramel jaguar. Big thick sack on that thing, but as long as it can detach off that, all right, that will be fine. Yeah, that last one doesn't look so good, and he's just flopping out the side of the egg now. It does look stiff, Corey. He looks not the best. It's kind of jaguar in him is strong. Dysfunctions. Do I breed Antaresia? I do a little bit with Antaresia, not much. I certainly had a lot more at one stage when it was looking like we were going to see some pied stimmies in the world. That time was a long time ago, and we still don't see a lot of pied stimmies in the world. There's other lines popping up now than the one I'm referring to back in the day. So I did certainly push into ants some time ago. Still have I just have one rack of Antaresia that I stick around with, doing some fun stuff and doing some things like the next clutch. We've got a little Steve Carruthers clutch coming up. I've got a bunch of stuff off him a while ago just to play around with and see if I can get any of these mosaic things that he pops out, and makes me drool all over when I see his posts. Such big sacks on so many of these. Absorb you things. Get busy. This one's fairly dry though. I just hope some of these sacks aren't going to be ones that drag out of the egg and pain in the butt. Where's your head? Zebra-ish looking zebra jaguar. Sorry, man. Buried his head right at the bottom of the egg. So zebra jaguar. I can't see about the eyes, so we'll just go with Zeb Jag for that one. Gotta love some ants, Denny. Yes, you are fast becoming very partial to the ant world, which I get. There's very, very cool stuff happening in ant land still after all these years. They're still seeing posts of things getting cracked finally. Albino marbles, I was reading Tristan's post tonight. Hopefully they go okay for him, because it's not been great for others in the past. Can only hope someone gets them going and gets them alive. Big sacks, Corey. You know it, mate. You know it. There's a very curly tail on a caramel jag of some sort, and that would have zebra in it with that sort of curly tail action. Is quite common deformity in zebras. Funny enough, I've seen some extreme versions of those that have fixed themselves, which is quite amazing. Some of them cut off supply to the very end and don't work so well, but some kinks in tails that you would not believe, a full 90-degree kink that has straightened itself out in 12 months and just have a little lump on top. Nature has an interesting way of fixing itself where it can. This one's still fairly wet. These ones must have been at the one end of the tub away from the heat. There's always one side that's a little bit underdone than others. This thing is a absolute mess. That is some sort of zebra mix mash that is unpleasant to say the least. the weirdo deformities you get, and I would probably blame the zebra component. I find that out of all the clutches I've ever done, I find more problems with zebras, not just zebra to zebra, super zebras, but even just in straight zebra clutches. There are often a problem. Some of these eggs are a little bit underdone, so I'll try not to cut too much into these. Brilliant. I can't wait for our ants next season. Always good to have something coming up to look forward to. You might get the magic mosaic before I do. I've tried a few different ways, and it's unclear what the best way is. Seems to be Het's making them, but then you get the one-off visual that's making them. It's kind of weird. I'll have to talk to Mr. Carruthers at the upcoming expos and see if he's worked out the magic yet. It's not going to be an easy one, no, I don't think. This is a bit of a separate check. I'll leave it alone. It's fairly wet. Just a zebra jaguar looking thing, I would say. Donna Bennett, how are you? Long time watcher. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2026. Here we go. Matthew Traps. All these genes sound great except one. I don't know, Matty. You don't like jaguars, I would guess. Matty's a jag hater, which I completely understand. Certainly breed less jags these days than I used to. And funny enough, Mr. Traps, I don't blame them for the problems in this clutch for some of those deformed ones. I would hint that the zebra gene can be more of the problem. This egg is very wet also. That's a nice clean caramel jaguar. Yes, Corey, male heavy clutch. Yeah, I get your joke. Others may not. They'll have to read up the comments to get the rest of the story. There he is, Tristan himself. How are you, mate? I was just referring to you earlier. Congrats on the hatchies I saw you post up today, mate. Nice work. Mr. Colvin in the house. Hello, Lucky Phil. The madman from the south. Bit late, yeah, mate. Saw your shit out, bro. It's way past kickoff time. Those last few are wet as. I'll try not to disturb them too much. That is absolutely swimming. I think that's just a plain zebra from inside the Great Ocean inside it. Another candidate for NIS funded Jag Centre. There is certainly some funded needing, or there is probably some selective breeding needing as well. It's a weird and wonderful world in the jaguar scene. Hate is a strong word, Mr. Traps. Sorry. Extreme level dislike. Is that more like it? What a mess. I don't like mess. All right, 3 to go. Where is my albino zebra pepper? This one feels far from ready. We'll have a very quick peek into this one because it's going to pour out all over the place. Brianka, Stevie's awesome. The albino I got from him was a great looking snake. Yes, he has some outstanding, very humble guy too. I like Steve because he's not out there talking all the smack. He's just doing what he does. He's breeding beautiful snakes and loves it. Good sort of chill bloke. Ew. That is soggy as expected. I don't like that cord wrapped around the body of that one, and he's never a good position for that to be stuck on. Definitely not tight. I'll leave that a day, but generally if they get very tight and restricted, that stresses the snake immensely, and they often get into a tangled mess and die. I would probably cut that tomorrow once it's absorbed a little bit more. It's still fairly wet in there. Everything looks separated and nothing sort of congealed together, which makes me think it's probably okay. It's still moving okay inside the egg, so it may just get a little bit of snip tomorrow, but I'll let it absorb a little bit more while it's still intact. And tomorrow we'll leave that one aside for a little snip. I failed to fill the paper towel before cutting, which was a mistake, because now I'm down to like one sheet of paper towel. Now no sheets. Look, no more Viva. Viva is gone. Viva is dead to me. You were my fan favourite for many years, and after some extreme perforation issues, we have moved on to Costco paper towel. Costco for the win. Soft enough you can blow your nose on it and everything. It's not as tough as Viva, I'll put it that way. Viva's good. It almost works as a scourer. Tough as shit, but yes, I have a paper towel fascination for the people who don't know. But things that don't work drive me mental, so Viva got the boot. That is some cool dark contrast colours. MD. Don't know if that's zebra. Very exposed, like the big gaps in the being. I don't know if that's zebra or just MD mix something. Nice colour though, something darker like this thing. MD influence very, very strong in a lot of the hatchies. They come out much darker than some other species. Love my Bredli Jags, yes, 98% or more than, yeah, but Jags still, they're still in there. It still can happen. Mr. Toza, Nathan, yeah, mate, you will be producing some stuff, some very cool stuff in time, mate. We've bought some very, very good genes, so soon enough they all turn into very good clutches. Just keep on feeding. Please let this be albino. It is wet. Oh. It is definitely albino. It is wet as anything. Please be alive will be my next request. It's alive. That looks very cool. I would very much like to see the eyes, but it is far from ready to be disturbed. But I'm going to have a little dig. Sorry, mate. Just show me your head and I'll leave you alone. Will not. Just stay wrapped up in a nice tight ball. It's got all the markings I'm liking. Come on, mate. Be kind. I certainly do not recommend dicking around with hatchies this much, especially when this thing needs another day in the egg to absorb more. But just for your entertainment and my need to know, we will continue to poke around a little. Use your head, damn you. Move your tail around, that's fine. Oh my God. This is good when Darren's normally here. He says stop messing with it. I think he just pushed his head even further down. Well, I don't know, but I like it. Whatever it is, it's albino pepperish looking. Not so sure. I don't see much zebra. Very hard to see, but further in the body there's definitely some tighter patterning in what looks like the sides, but I've never hatched one, so I don't know. So we'll just have to try to wait a day and see what the head on this one looks like. Or I'll just keep anointing it till it shows me. Corey, you reckon you saw the red eyes? I hope so. I hope you're right, mate. Because I'm trying to sort of look at the screen and look at a snake and can't see shit. All right, I'll leave it alone. I've abused it far beyond what the acceptable level of abuse is in an egg. So if it's pepper, it's a cool one. It's albino pepper something that could well turn out to be the one. So I hope your X-ray vision is excellent, mate. Here's my drink paper towel. Clean up this mess. So certainly some those two. That'll be a nice pair to see out of the egg. It's definitely what we came looking for. A few other little pepper combos in there, but it's head to head, on the pepper side of it. So you're only looking at a quarter of the clutch that you might get lucky with. So it gets very hard trying to do head to head things and hit crazy odds and things. So Danny, leave it be. Yes, I know. Sorry, Darren, for you. Yeah, good call, Danny. Sometimes I just have to know, and I can't leave it. All right, let's have a quick look at this little hand clutch. It also has some absolutely putrid-looking eggs in it. But, I don't know, putrid-looking eggs sometimes we get some pretty cool stuff out of. Please be paper towel in this cupboard. Oh my God, there's no more paper towel. How did this happen? Well, this one is a little Antaresia clutch that I don't do many. I probably have 4 or 5 this year, and clutches of different things. I'm still playing around with a little group from Steve. Do some granite stuff. There's an example of a pretty shitty looking egg that has got bubbles popping out of it, so it's definitely a runner inside. So this one was a double head Marble T Plus to one of Steve's line's marbles that was a Posset T Plus, which proved out to be a Het T Plus. So there will be some wild types in here. There'll be some marbles, maybe T Pluses, maybe Tarbles. Whatever is in that is not going to be cool. But well, let's have a look for fun, eh? It's generally when you cut that egg and get a big... Oh, that's not totally as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. It's a little T plus. The state of the egg, I would doubt that this thing is a goer. Oh, hello? No, not in a good way. The egg didn't look fantastic, but that thing... Oh yeah, I can smell it now. It's never a good smell. Antaresia eggs are very thin in the wall, so as soon as you get one that
pips out and makes a mess on the other ones. A lot of the eggs tend to look pretty gnarly, but they're actually okay. It's just the skin of the egg tends to absorb moisture and get pretty putrid looking. But inside, still happy, healthy hatchies like that one. That one's alive and well. Just a little possible double head. No magic mosaic though. So Michelle, Glenn are cleaning up. Yes, thank you. What a mess. See you tomorrow, Thursday. Yep. I'll keep an eye on the poops, man. Another wildie. This is a Darren Whittaker special so far, 2 from 2, and a dead T plus. Whittaker wildie. See some colours. Fancy ones. This one's got bubbles, which is good. Bubbles is breathing. Something's alive. Oh my goodness. A tight pattern on that one too. You see the like granity look stuff that's out there in the children's, which is just a weird dominant thing that pops up. This egg is also very scungy looking, but let's have a peek. Oh, it's light. It could be light because it's good, or it could be light because it's dead. I would say that he's dead. Uncolored, didn't look like a great egg. Yeah, don't think so. Corey, Whittaker special until I start breeding, watch me get wild. Yeah, mate, it can happen. I've seen some stupid shit happening in pairings before, so I remember Deb Larks doing and Wayne doing Paradox to Paradox, which were both albinos, and getting wild types in there because one of the Paradox animals was breeding as a het, and that was a very albino looking animal with some dark spots on it. So things happen in nature sometimes. Mr. Coblick, did I, mate? Snap any Pepper Zebra Jags? I'm not sure, mate. There's something there that looks, it's definitely albino Pepper Jag-ish. I don't know about the zebra side of it, so I don't even know what I'm looking for to see the zebras in them, especially in the Jag. I think I've seen Sharpies, albino Pepper Zebras, and definitely easier, to pick. I just don't even know what the Jag factor is going to do. We've seen already with the pepper granite stuff, the stuff that I thought was just pepper granite. I'm pretty sure that one I hatched out was a pepper granite Jag. Daz did pop out what I think is just a normal pepper granite. Certainly a different pattern. The Jag is acting differently to what the granite Jags normally do. So with the pepper in there, man, this is just wild types galore. Still a nice little healthy baby, which is good. 2 to go. Give me something magic. So we'll see, Tyler. I don't know, mate. We'll see when they come out of the egg. I guess we'll have a bit better look at the body. And hey, my marble's not working as a marble. This is quite the clutch of not marbles for a visual marble. One left, and this egg does not feel great. It's very wet, or it's very dead. but a little hole. Ah, it's a wildy. You wouldn't believe it. Well, that shows you how the odds can be sometimes. Wasn't a huge clutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wildies. Something that was unformed, unknown. Probably was a marble that died, and a little T plus that died. So from a marble het T plus to double het, that's sometimes how the odds roll out. So lots of cheap snakes for the expo indeed, and certainly some nice little normal stuff to head down to Reptile House as well. Here you go, Tyler, late to the party, mate. Matty Traps, where did Daz go? Where did Brent go? Yes, mate, you are on it. So this one was the first one that popped out. Definitely nice. The big, beautiful red eyes of peppers. Show yourself. There you go. This one's just about ready to rock and roll. It was the first one out. First one with his head out. So focus, you dirty thing. I think there's too much other stuff in the picture now. Those red eyes are very, very cool, and they stay like that forever. You know, we've got adult stuff that you open the tub and just stare into those big red eyes. Very cool. I wonder if I can. I think it's the white eggs that upset the balance. I'm probably going to have no chance of trying to zoom in on this thing, but we'll give it a crack. See if it wants to play. There we go. Nice chunky one, yeah. It's healthy. It's done a good job of getting everything out of the egg that it should have. So that one's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. This one that I really should leave alone. I really wanted to poke around in a little more, but I will leave it alone. We'll give it another day. Give it some more absorbing time as much as I want to see what is inside. It's got a cool pattern at least, so I hope Corey's X-ray vision is correct and there is some red stuff lurking underneath there. So and I think that might do us. That is the end of eggs for 2026 as well, for a reasonable size season for me. Unfortunately, through Christmas and chaos, we didn't get quite as many egg cuts rolling as I had liked. So sorry to everybody. We got a few done, which is good. We got the pepper granite stuff done. We got a few out here and there, so we always try to get more, but there is not enough hours in the day sometimes. So Tyler, left one's beautiful. Just my Albino Pepper Jag. Possibly, mate. Possibly. It's, if I could see the eyes, I'd be happy to take a crack at it, but we'll see when they're out. I'll post some pics when they all pop through. So Samuel, hey mate, too much mojo in the other clutches. Yeah, mate, you can't win them all. That is certainly the truth. The odds can be very kind at times, but they definitely even out over time. So I have killed it over the years, as we've seen on many egg cuts over time. I have been blessed. So when little ones like that don't go so well, I am not too concerned about it. It's all part of the game. Danny bloody awesome. Thank you, mate. Adam, thank you, mate. What's the snake of the year? I'd probably have to say the pepper granite, just because it's new. It's a nice snake. In all honesty, not to play it down, but it's not the most insane, stunning looking animal. I think it still hasn't shed, so once it sheds, I might be a little more interested to see the patterning. It definitely looks a lot like a granite mac, which is nice if they get that shine on the skin reflection on it that the little Macs get being so exploded. That'll be very nice. We'll see what pops out. Corey, Mercedes Pepper, good day. Thank you, mate. Michael, g'day, mate. Always great. Thanks, mate. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in for the few we got done this year. Danny, now you can do some live expo vids. If you could get some good Wi-Fi at the expos, Danny, we could do better lives there. Doing lives on mobile data is often just crap. Just hook me up that magic Wi-Fi password for the next one, and we'll go around and do some talking. Tyler, yes, mate, I probably will dig around later, like in 10 minutes, and I'll post a pic if I can get that head to go where I want it to. Miss Gertz, congrats on your clutches. Thank you. Yes, we'll see you again. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who's chimed in for the few cuts we got done. Thanks to everyone who's dropped into Reptile House as well. Many of you I'll see in store fairly regularly. Some of them made, like Lucky Phil, some epic adventures from down south to come up and visit, which is always nice. So thanks to everyone's support. Reptile House, it's getting busier and busier every month. There's a lot more people on the floor. We've got a bunch of new animals in. We've got some beautiful blueies in today. We've had a stack of new snakes in over the past couple of weeks just because of overwhelming sales up to Christmas. Kind of went berserk when dragons got wiped out. We're down to a couple of turtles. Sold a stack of snakes. It's been really good. So thank you to everyone who's come in and bought stuff at the Reptile House in Richmond. You can get your products online, www.reptilehouse.com.au. There's a free plug for Reptile House. Yours works fine, Denny. Make excuses. I tried lives. I think it was Penrith too, and it was dog shit. Like the pixelation and the freezing was just absolutely terrible. But I will try again for you, Denny. You better have that password ready for me when it goes bad. Have a good one, Joshua. Yep, thank you, mate. Well, that'll do it. That's enough chopping for me. I'm going to go and get some more paper towel and clean up this absolute mess. Yeah, Denny, I'll see you shortly, and I'll tell you a horrible story about something stupid I did, which is a good lesson for everybody about doing dumb shit. And even after you've been doing things a long time, when you don't follow the rules, bad things happen. So that's a story for another show, but I'll probably tell it one day when I get over the fact I did something stupid and something bad happened. But we'll see how that one rolls out. But thanks everyone for dropping in. You can catch me generally online, Brent Smith, or message the page, KHP Reptiles. Darren Morelli by Design's normally with me, out and about holidaying tonight, but you can get him at his Morelli by Design page. And you can find both of us anytime at Reptile House, in store at Richmond, or website, Facebook, all the places to be. So Happy New Year to everyone, and we'll catch up with you again soon. We'll try and get some lives. We actually want to do a few lives from the shop too throughout the year, because now that the eggs are done, we can try and catch up, and we'll hopefully see you all again soon. So